Welcome back to Elevated Consumption on this episode of Winning an Elevated Mindset with David Sinopoli. In this segment, we're going to discuss the business of nightlife, music, and culture. David, nightlife isn't just about throwing parties. It's a serious business. What's one misconception people have about running clubs and music festivals?
That I'm always there. Like, I'm not at the club all the time. Like, sorry, bro. You called me at 5 in the morning to get in. I'm not. I'm not there. Like, I'm fucking sleeping.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I think people were like, "Oh my God, how do you do it? Run the 24-hour license?" I'm like, I don't do it alone.
Right, you're not there to do the whole thing.
Yeah. So that's the biggest one, and that I want to party. Like, I'm kind of an introvert at this point, right. So actually that wouldn't be my preference, but
makes sense. You're exposed to it.
I love it. Yeah, and I when I'm there, the energy takes me over, and I'm in it. But that's, you don't necessarily have to be in the party to be throwing the party.
How do you create boundaries as far as, like you said, people reaching out at 5 a.m. and
you don't answer.
Okay.
And then you just apologize the next day and just say, I was sleeping. So then next time
you have to apologize though?
No, I mean, sometimes. Yeah, I mean, they're friends that don't know better.
Got it.
You know, so it's like, sorry, guy, I was sleeping. I typically do that at that time.
Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Shit.
Going forward, if they hit you up again
then
at that time, it's like, all right,
yeah.
bro, like.
Or cocaine. One of those.
Yeah, exactly. There it goes right back to that situation. So.
How do you approach partnerships and collaborations in the industry?
There's levels to that shit. You can do something very superficial, where it's just collabing on a post, or you could collab on a night, help curate something or book something together, and then there's deep partnerships where you're signing an operating agreement with people and your life is tied to them. So each of them go slow.
What's your philosophy on managing relationships with artists, DJs, and performers?
I mean, respect, empathy. Even if you don't agree, be polite and respectful. I mean, when you're talking to like agents, depending on who it is, they could be posturing, they could be fucking with you, they could be trying to get a bag or working you. So you have to not really react to that. Just say, okay, there's my limit. See you when the number makes more sense. Walk away from deals a lot. People passing on offers really bums me out, but I've gotten really numb to it.
Because you know the line that works for you.
Yeah, and also timing for people is like really big. When they're able to tour something or run something, they know you have interest, they'll come back to you, and you work it at that time. And I've had many deals where I've offered for 6-7 years, didn't work out, and then finally it worked out because they wanted to do it, and there was a time that they wanted to do it, and they maybe had a release attached to it, and we figured it out.
3 Points has become one of the most respected music festivals in the U.S. How do you maintain that level of curation and authenticity?
We 60% Miami, so there's that. We're the most independently, we have the most artists that are independent on our lineup than any other major festival.
Wow.
Something we're really proud of. We keep to our roots, but we evolve. So the people that are in the room with me booking now, it's not just me. I have a lot of people that are younger than me or tapped in on different frequencies than me, and they know how to connect, help me connect the dots of the OG 3 Point shit to the new sound. So, like I said earlier, you have to just kind of keep your ears open and be open to working with people and stay grounded. And I mean, I've taken risks on stuff that I'm really passionate about and lost my ass. Right, so you kind of learn. That's great, but there has to be a level of return on the investment. So, I mean, especially like when you're programming big bands and big acts that are like historic bands. You get tied to the moment that you'll never be able to do it again. So you gotta go all the way on it. And you kind of need some people in the room to be like, yo, chill. that could ruin us.
Because that's the fan in you, maybe?
Yeah.
Right.
I did it with
Passion.
Massive Attack.
Right. Which
There was a good chance that they were going to cancel, right?
Yeah.
And I went forward with that.
And it worked out.
No, they
They
canceled.
canceled. Oh.
Yeah, they canceled.
Oh, wow. And then what did that mean?
I mean, they gave me enough heads up where I was able to book Soul Wax
Okay.
in response to it. So we, as a fan, they made the announcement. They took the blame. You know, we changed up and we had an act for that. Our fans really quickly. They appreciated that, but shit, I knew that was a chance when I booked them. So it just is what it is.
As Miami continues to grow as a global cultural hub, where do you see opportunities for expansion?
In hospitality, are you saying?
Yeah.
Primarily?
General.
I think what you were saying before, little, smaller
Boutique.
music, boutique opportunities. I think Miami still has a lot of room there. I think we still need a couple different size venues that we don't have right now. You know, we need to perfect the 1,500 cap, 2,000, 3,000 cap. We have Bandshell, we have Zay now, we have The Ground. You have maybe a couple more coming online that are smaller. I think more of that for the local scene.
And on that note, what are the capacities of your various venues? So the Ground is about 500?
500 to 700.
Okay.
It's pretty much my only live music venue at this point, right? You can do a live show at Floyd, but it has to be kind of stripped down.
Right.
And then 3 Points, obviously, we run extensive live program on, but currently those are them. And most of the other ones are DJ focused.
Tonight, there's no other night. There's no other night.